Hey guys, my name is Casey and welcome back to Upside Down Books. Today we're going to be doing my unboxing for the No Shelf Control Bookish subscription box. So this is a new box that I'm trying. It's an Australian owned and run business, which is really exciting because I feel like this is an industry that is just sort of taking off lately. And when we think about maybe even just 2 years ago, it was really difficult to find any sort of subscription boxes within Australia. It was all about Fairy Loot and Owl Crate and all the international ones. There were a few in England as well, but there really weren't very many apart from maybe the YA Chronicles in Australia. But since recently I've been looking into a lot of the bookish companies that have sort of emerged in the last year or so, specifically over on Instagram, and having a look at what is there to offer, and there are so many more companies out there now. It is amazing. If this is a community that you have only recently joined in the last year or so, specifically within Australia, then you have no idea how blessed you are with how many different companies you can enjoy novelty things from without having to pay for international shipping. So No Shelf Control is one of said such companies, and I am really excited. Now I have already unboxed this once over on Instagram, so if you do want to see my original initial unboxings, whether it's like a proper video or just pictures, then make sure you're following my Instagram account, which is OzBooksNow, because that is basically where I do everything first, and then you get the nice slightly more put together version here. So I do know what's in here, and I have to say I'm really impressed with this company, coming off my experience with previous subscription companies such as the YA Chronicles. I have really found it difficult to fill the void in my heart of an affordable subscription box which has like good quality products, or products that I would use or could at least use in photographs. That is definitely my pet peeve, is when you just get a box that's just kind of full of collectible trash. Is a pretty harsh way to do it, but that is not the case with this. So let's dive in. I'm not affiliated with this company at all, so I'm not even going to go into how much it costs, etc, etc, but it's not too bad. It's something I'm certainly considering buying again. It opens up all nicely, and then we have all of the items inside. So this did come with a little bit of like scrunched up paper, what's that called? Like crepe paper, the coloured paper, that stuff. But otherwise the packaging was relatively simple. I like their logo and design on the front, but yes, very simple packaging otherwise. So the first item that I've seen in here is a tumbler. Now this is definitely my least favourite item. I'm not particularly impressed by this. It is just a plastic tumbler with a design printed on it from Crescent City, which is Sarah J Maas's latest book. So like, it's cool. I don't own a tumbler, but I don't have any need to own it, and I sure as hell wouldn't want to start collecting these. I'm not entirely sure people do. I feel like because it's plastic this wouldn't clean particularly nicely, but it comes with a straw and it has an okay design on it, so I'm not particularly overwhelmed by this particular item, but the box is a lot better from here on in. So that was the first item that I saw in it, so we'll just pop that up here on the shelf for now. The second item I was really excited about, and that is a bath bomb by Oasis Scents, which is a New Zealand like body bath sort of company, and this smells really lovely. I have actually bought from Oasis Scents before. They do like artisan soaps that are themed and inspired by different books and characters, and I actually really like their soaps. I've got one that's based off the Hunger Games and a Harry Potter one, and I think that they're wonderful. So when I saw that there was an Oasis Scents product in here, I was really happy. So this is scented after peony, can't say that word, peony blush and fire. You know what though? It makes sense. That's how I would describe that smell. I actually love the smell of this, so I can't wait to use it. I also like that this is a bit smaller than other ones you can get, because I feel like it's such a waste of money when you have such a big one for one bath. The next item that I have here is a headband. So this is a really pretty headband actually. I don't wear headbands, not because I don't like them, but because I've never, I don't know, I don't wear them. It's not particularly elasticated is the only thing I'll say. I'm reluctant right now to put it on because I'm going to squish all of my curls, but I am actually quite excited to put this on. I really like the feel of this. This feels like good quality. It's meant to be a sort of fiery theme because it's based after one of the characters in one of the books. That's right, one of the books in this box, people. And I do really like the look of it, so I'm excited to try it out, but I don't usually wear them, so I'm curious if this is going to be like a new thing that this box gets me into with collecting hair accessories, because I do feel that often my hair is very in my face, so perhaps a headband could be useful We will see. Now, these are all obviously outsourced from different various companies, so I am going to try and remember to leave all of the links down below so that you can go and check them out and find their Instagram pages if you want to individually source some of the items from this book. From this box even, not this book. Let's move on to the next thing. So the next thing is designed, it's actually by No Shelf Control themselves. It's a wooden bookmark, and this is inspired by an Ember in the Ashes, so it's a quote from there. It's plain on the reverse side and just has this little really funny thing on top. I think this is really cute. I really think that this is pretty. I've been on the hunt lately to find pretty bookmarks that I could potentially frame. So this could be a potential candidate because I've got a couple of other wooden bookmarks, but I do find on a lot of books they are simply too chunky for practical use. The book annoyingly gets stuck open, but on some books they're fine. So I'm gonna have to test this out with a few different books and see if this is gonna be something I might frame and put on my wall, or if this is something that I will actually use. But I think it's really lovely. I love the laser cut wood designs. I think that they're just beautiful, and it's a really lovely quote as well. The next item that I've got here, and there really are quite a lot of items in this box I feel, is a lip balm, and this is called Ignite My Love, and it smells like what does it smell like? Spearmint and lolly musk, is that what it's called? Yeah, I do actually quite like this. It's not too strong, it's quite subtle. I will admit that I compare everything to this watermelon lip balm that I got a couple months ago, which is basically the love of my life now, and I've yet to find anything I prefer over that, but I think that this is really nice. It smells good, and I like it, and I think it's got a pretty design, and I love me some lip balm. You literally cannot have enough lip balms. So now we're going to look at the artwork that was included in that box. Those were all the items. Let's start with the smallest one. So there's this pretty little artwork. Am I going to hold it up? Is it going to focus? So there's this artwork here of an angel with these massive wings, and I have to say this really makes me think of Penryn and the End of Days, so the Angel Fall series. That's what this makes me think of, and I'm fairly certain this is actually based off one of the books in this box. But I'm not obviously familiar with the characters yet. But one of the things that I really wanted when I signed up to get this box is I really wanted to get more artwork, because I really do, just above this bookshelf, want to create like a montage of frames that are probably about this big, which are a mix of things like bookmarks and artwork, and I just wanted to create like a collage on my wall of these sorts of things. The next artwork is actually inspired by the cover of the book, which you will see. We've got a very sassy looking thing here now, but this is actually also an author's letter, which is always really nice. I love it when they include author's letters. It's such a nice personal touch. So it's a letter from the author to the subscribers of this box, sort of explaining about the book and saying thank you for subscribing, etc., which I think is lovely. So that's nice that that's on the reverse side of that. And then the final piece of artwork I have in here is actually the one of the highest quality, I would say, and it is a Court of Thorns and Roses themed. Let me try and hold this closer, but it's got a bit of a glare. There we go. So this is Feyre and Rhysand, and I really like this artwork. I've seen so many pieces of fan art done for Court of Thorns and Roses and other series in this style of like digital drawing, which is what I assume it looks like. It's been made digitally, and I've like coveted them. I really want collections of artwork like this, so I'm actually really excited about this one. I will absolutely be framing this one. I'm putting it on the wall. I think this is just stunning and really good quality. It's nice, got a nice glossy finish to it, so that's my favourite artwork absolutely in this box. So let's move on to the book. So there are 2 books in this box, which is absolutely such a bargain, and one of the main reasons that I feel that this box is a really good deal. I'm not 100% sure if there are always 2 books in a box, but there was this time, and that's great, and I'm happy about that. So we do get a signed book plate, which we can stick onto the inside of the book, as you do with book plate. I'm still yet to work out. I was trying to peel it back from the backing for ages, and I'm beginning to wonder if I'm supposed to glue it in. Anyway, so like I'll get back to you if I get another one of these boxes and subscribe and do another unboxing, then I'll let you know if I ever worked out how to put this on. But I'm gonna have to do some research as to whether this is a sticker or just a piece of paper to glue into the book. So the jury is out on that one, but let's move on to the first book. So in this particular edition we've got 2 books by the same author in the same series. So the first one is actually a novella, and it's The Spellcasters' Weapon by Brittany Matsen, which is from who the author letter is from, and obviously the book plate as well. So it's book 0.5 in this fantasy series. Now, No Shelf Control always features, I think it's always indie authors, so you're always getting stuff that you really haven't heard of, and this is a quality in a book box that I really look out for, because when you have as many books as I do, I find it really nerve-wracking to pick book boxes with themes that, yeah, when you're just not sure and you really don't want to spend all that money and double up on a book. So I really like it when it's an indie author focused book box, because I'm really excited to get into this. So it's got quite a short blurb on the back, so I will read it out to you. I'm not a fan of sitting and reading out blurbs on BookTube, but I'm going to break my own rule today and I'm going to read you out the little blurb. So it says, ever since the night in the alley, strange things have been happening to Adriana, and now Emma is missing. All at once, it seems her whole world is crumbling, especially when people's memories of the Shadim attack from the homecoming dance are suddenly returned. With no other choice, she trusts the odd freshman girl that claims to have answers, but she didn't expect answers concerning her mother, who abandoned her 7 years ago. And just when she begins to learn who she is and what she's capable of, the ruthless yet handsome Shadim General, tricky name, steals her away to Sheol to perform a spell only she can do. As sparks fly between the two, war draws nearer, and Adriana must accept her role in it all. Dun dun dun! So the main book in this box is called The Mark of the Fallen Flame, and I actually really like the cover for this one. I'm really into these sorts of artistically done covers, which surprises me because I feel like that's like quite different to what I usually like on a book, but there we are. So the book has also won a couple of awards, which is always lovely to see as well. And then, okay, we've got a little bit of like a blurb on this one, like a short summary. It says, the balance between good and evil comes down to one girl, but is the darkness really so bad? Emma Duval starts senior year with one thing in mind: make Seattle home. And then I assume there's all sorts of magic and supernatural beings going on, and a best friend who's acting strange, and a mysterious guy. So this is a very like classic tropes going on for paranormal fiction, so I'm really excited. I have really high hopes. I've heard like good things about this already, but I always go in with a bit of hesitation to paranormal romances set in high school because they are really quite overdone, but I have high hopes for this. So I'm really looking forward to picking these up. I'd love to know if you've heard of these or if you're thinking of adding them to your TBR now. But that is everything in this subscription box. I am really pleased with it. I feel like I gave you a really critical review of everything there, but I am really pleased with the books. I am always so excited to find new indie authors because they always tend to be really good. And apart from the weird plastic tumbler, and look, maybe I'll use it and have a revelation of it being amazing, but apart from that, I really love everything else. I love that we've got 3 pieces of art. I love that we've got really high quality bath products because I love my baths, done by a company that I trust. And everything is just really beautiful, and I'm excited to try that headband. So let me know down in the comments below if you've ever tried No Shelf Control. I would love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to know how this compares to other books. Are there always 2 books in the boxes? Just let me know down in the comments below. I'm definitely considering maybe buying another box in a couple months time just to space it out, because as much as I'd love to be one of those people that is earning enough to buy one on the regular, I think it just is a little bit too much of a stretch to do every month. But I am really impressed. This is probably my favourite subscription box that I've actually tried so far. I don't feel like apart from the Tumbler, which still has a practical use, which is why I feel this is my favourite box, because I haven't got any items here that I'm like, what am I going to do with this? Or candles that I don't like, or smells that I don't, there's nothing weird in this box. I can still use that Tumbler even if I'm a little bit underwhelmed by it in general. These are things we must try out. Maybe I'll do a reenactment of when Dimple met Rishi, I could do a cover reenactment, we'll see. But that's enough rambling, so I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.